Good evening, everybody. This is Hobby Corner. Welcome to the game. We are again on Pallegney, and I'm just doing a couple of quick things here to get the Discord side started. It's definitely a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We are in the month of April. And we do have a couple of contracts that we are currently working on. We get a weeding contract and a hoeing contract. Let me go through and cycle to the equipments because it's been a few days since I've been in this game, in this save. Okay, so what do we got back here? We got the hoe. Oh, got to start the old engine up. No, I didn't want. Okay, at least I know it's gonna start. Except, yeah, we'll just hit it from there. So this gameplay that I'm currently doing is what's called a used farm equipment only save or game. Everything that we use on the farm or buy for the farm, we have to buy through the used section. So I just want to make this corner, and I'm going to jump out of the game right quick. Just want to check to make sure I got audio. We have to buy in the YouTubes, which we do. So we're good there. So yeah, everything that we own, we have to get through the used section. And it's proving to be lucrative, but yet difficult. I have purchased quite a few different items. The money that I've made so far has come from contracts and a small wood production that I have on the farm. And I'll show you why here in a second, as soon as I turn the corner. So the farm that I purchased is over here. It is lot 112, and it is nothing but wood. So the productions, I'm trying to maintain a minimum on those to where once I clear off all of the wood on that lot, I am no longer doing wood production unless I buy another lot of wood, which I'm going to try to avoid at all costs. There are a couple more lots of wood in that area that I could purchase, 120 being one of them, and 113 as well. Also the goal is to own all the property in this corner of the map, southeast corner. The ultimate plan for this farm is still undetermined because for reasons unbeknownst to me, the used market is not providing the equipment I need. Uh, Currently, I have two tractors. I have this Fendt Vario 724 and the JCB 41 something or other, both medium tractors. So this guy, that's maxed out for the horsepower, so the 4220. Also, I have a square baler so that I can do pretty much any of the contracts out there. Yeah, I still need a round baler for some contracts, but if I'm going to be baling grass or straw, square baler will work perfectly for that. I got most of the equipment needed for general farm work. You know, the typical cultivator and disc. I got a fertilizer spreader. I got picked up the breedall here in the either it was beginning of April or the end of March, and I was able to fertilize one of my fields with that, or lime, I forget which. Like I said, it's been a few days. I have a fairly large windrower. Get down to the grass section here. So I've got this windrower that I picked up, all of it used. It came up in the market. One of my saving graces is I've got a lot of mods downloaded, so it's able to give me a more varied selection of items. But what I'm missing, really, for the most part, is I gotta go back to field 8, which is over by the farm, is a mower and a harvester. Those two items are eluding me. I have not seen either one of them come up in the use section at all. I've got the standard field work. I've got a seeder, so I can plant the small grain. You know, your wheats, barleys, oats, grass, that type of thing. But I have not, and I repeat, not been able to, and you just hold your horses there, buddy. I have not been able to find a mower or a harvester. A planter as well is kind of eluding me, and I need you guys all just hold on for just a hot second. And one of the joys of being on a live stream is you get phone calls from family members, and I have to hop off of here for just a hot second as soon as I get to the farm, and I'll be back in less than 60 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and keep this here. This is a borrowed tractor from a contract, and you can marvel at the equipment that I do have here. I'll just hold it tight, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. As one of the things I always say when gaming, family comes first. So, this is a game, it can be paused. You can hold on to where your location is at, and luckily for us, there is no sort of dying in this game, which is good. So, just family comes first. Do the things for your family when they come up. Life happens to get in the way, so yep. Just have fun with the game. Yes, I know it's for contract work. I'm doing a contract here. But anyway, I have not seen a mower come up in the contract or in the sale page at all, nor have I seen a harvester. I would love for a case harvester to show up. This one in particular, because I have a grain and corn header purchased for that already. Because we're doing a used playthrough, if items present themselves that could be useful on the farm later, by golly, you better snag them up. And that's what I did. Prepping for the future, so to speak. So we'll get done with this contract here. Let's check the contracts out while we're at it. Okay, we got fertilizing. I may touch those, but ooh. And yeah. Stopped about 2 seconds too late on that. This is alright. At least it's not River Bend Springs and you run into the river. Then you have to reset your equipment. Okay. So, trying to get back to the road. I'm pretty sure I need to... I didn't select it yet. Okay, so that's just north. Okay, about in the center, so 70. We were going to go ahead and accept this contract. And one of the things I wanted to show you guys as I went to my farm, or past it, excuse me, is one of the reasons I think I can get the necessary farm equipment showing up. I don't know how well it's going to work, but my last episode was labeled, "If you plant it, they will come." So, this field here I purchased in the last episode, and it is planted to... Oh, I gotta go here. I took something off for a screenshot. Okay, we gotta turn that on. Turn that on, turn that on. There we go. So we got this one planted to oats. So hopefully with the small grain header that I got, bam, see, it's a case. It's a 25 footer. It's the Terra Flex as they call it. I don't see nothing flexy about it, which is kind of funny. It's a Terra Flex, but there's no flex. And then the beautiful Krone Big Pack Baler. God, this thing just looks amazing. I love that color scheme. Normally I'm a paint everything red type of fan, you know. I got the red JCB over there. I've got, you know, my red Fendt along with the Bendar cedar. But yeah, and to show you that, the next field over, and just over here, is a field of grass. Yeah, I know the yield bonus is pretty low, 85% and 72%. I bought these fields. I went through and cultivated them and planted. I do believe that the soil composition, I do need to fertilize that one. So that'll take that bonus up to where hopefully I can get a better yield out of it. But yeah, I am. Ooh, I do have crop destruction on too. I got to be careful. I'm not used to doing crop destruction, so okay. So we'll take care of that weeding contract. So with the tagline of April showers bring May farm equipment, that is what I'm hoping for. I am hoping to get the farm equipment here to be able to harvest either one or preferably both of those crops. I would love to be able to do both. And if I can get grass growing and mowed. Oh, I need a bale wrapper too if I expect to try to turn to silage. But there are, mods out there that could help us. Some fermenting silos, things like that. To where I do have a... Oh, I don't have a forge wagon either. So it's going to be a difficult grind, but, if I just do grass, possibly go the sheep/goat route, and again, a bale wrapper in the used market would be nice. Let's not hit the bridge. Let's beat that car. So when I'm done with this contract here, and I do run 3-day months, as you can see it's April 1st. I did that at the initial start to assist me in doing fieldwork contracts. Because starting used, you need money. And what better way to get money than to do contracts? As this series progresses for me. Okay, let's open it up. I hope to bring those down to where I'm just doing my own field work, doing select contracts like, the one I'm working now, which is an $8,000 contract. I mean, these other ones aren't too... That one's kind of low. 4,000 is not bad as long as you can use the same equipment amongst multiple contracts. I really don't want to do any more wood contracts. I'm not against doing the wood transport. I love doing it on my other games that I got. Fertilizing isn't bad, but you do lose a lot of money to having to purchase the fertilizer. So at the start, I did pretty much every contract I could, but I capitalized on, and if you saw that, for my actives, I got 3 completed and 1 that I'm working on currently. There's a mod for that, of course, to allow multiple contracts, or more than the standard 3. I believe it's as many contracts as you can do. So I like using the same piece of equipment across multiple contracts. Like this rotary hoe will work on the weeding contracts. Most weeding contracts. I'll do the same thing with cultivating, with plowing. I do own both of those pieces of equipment, so I can use my JCB or the Fent and do those contracts. That way I'm not losing money to the borrowed equipment. And if things work out, there's a nice little field there. Not sure what type that is. This map does have, I believe, 4 starting fields of grass. So those can all be purchased, and the purchase price is, fairly reasonable. But again, it's all situational when I need a vital piece of equipment, and that's to mow the grass. Even if it's a butterfly mower setup, the 3-point hitch style where there's a gap in the middle for the front mower, gotta buy what I can. So if I have to do offsetting rows, that's gonna be kind of the name of the game. Sorry about that. A drink of water went down the wrong side. Which means if I'm doing mowing contracts with a back mower, with like this style or this style, that means I'm gonna have to do offsetting passes. So I'm gonna have to do them all myself. AI is not gonna work on it, and I doubt I'll have enough money for this guy if it comes up in the market. And again, stopped about 2 seconds too late. Story of my life. That's how I got kids. Oh wait, that was wrong, and it's not true either. My kids were planned, so. So yeah, when I'm done with this contract here, we are on speed 5, which is alright. I want to turn some lights on so I can see when I get done with this contract. I think I'll go ahead and advance to the next day. I'll leave this tractor at the edge of the field, that way I can easily grab it. If more mowing contracts happen to show up, or not mowing, weeding or hoeing. So for anybody that is starting playstyle like this, I know for the most part most people like doing 1 day months. Don't be afraid to jump it up to 2 days or 3 days. That gives you a better opportunity for the used vehicle sale, the sale page. So if you're trying to buy any of the equipment, right there could be your saving grace. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have so much equipment. I do watch another gentleman on here that is doing the same. He started before I did and does 3-day-a-week videos, about 40 minutes a piece. He likes his 1 day months, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can play the game however you want. But his items, and like I said, this is his game style. That's how he plays. I've got 2 to 3 times the amount of equipment that he has. And reason being is because I do all the contracts. I started this playthrough as contract heavy, and as I start getting more and more fields of my own, the contracts are going to become less and less, and therefore the days of the month will go down to suit my needs. 70% done with this field. We'll just chug along until it is done. Just letting this go through. I'm got a text message that I'm just currently reading through at the moment. %, down to the last few ticks on the counter. And the only problem with this field is we cannot physically see the weeds in the map, so we have to rely on the contract counter. Oh, snaked that one out. Okay. So, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and leave this right here. Actually, I'm going to move it up into the grassy knoll. And we will go ahead and collect on that contract there, because that was for a rake style weeder. And we'll collect on this one here. And then that one's small, so I'm pretty darn sure we can collect on that one. Okay. Let's turn that off. And we'll fast track home. Alright. So we're up to $205,000 here. Oh, I need to check on my firewood. That tends to fill up pretty fast. We got 1730, so that should last us. First thing in the morning, I'll come over and swipe them through. You can only hold 15,000 liters of excess product in the machine. And then I gotta feed Romeo first thing in the morning. Always feed your pets. Where is my... Well, that's weird. Okay, I mean, okay, the sleep trigger's there, but... Oh. Okay. So, let's go here. Let's go over to general settings. And I need the that one. There we go. Crisis averted. And we'll go ahead and sleep through the next day. I was like, my marker is gone. Bergman GTW 330. That is a trailer, I believe. We'll find out if my memory is correct. Yep. I've already got a trailer. I've got this guy right here. I believe this can be set up for manure spreading. So it could be a blessing in disguise. Maybe we get some cattle. Maybe we get some sheep and goats. Yeah. Time will tell. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the contracts. And, nope. We got another weed, another hoe. We already got the machine to do that, so we're just going to go ahead and take them both. It's free money for us, and we're waiting on contracts to load up. Or the used market to load up. So we'll go ahead and take 79. And we'll take 20. Okay. And we'll go here. And we'll just go ahead and head, since we're almost at 79, we'll just head straight north. And that's up by Soufflet. It's up past the roundabout up there. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that map off. And we'll do an interior view of this Steyr. Been playing on this map for a few hours. I've got 8 or so live stream episodes, and they're about 2 to 3 hours each. So, and I started playing it on this before I started doing live streaming. And I'm just going to continue past this guy up here. We'll zoom on out. And I want to go to the end, and we'll start there and work our way to the west. Shoot. Alright, sorry. I don't have insurance, so you're just going to have to sue me, I guess. Alright, we'll open this bad boy up. Knock out a couple more weeds in these fields. I have actually on last fall, as I was doing harvesting contracts, I borrowed and I was so surprised that they gave it to me. It was the Ropa Tiger 6 XL mod. It may not have been the mod, but the Ropa Tiger 6. If any of the other vegetable contracts come up with the DeWolf packages or the Amities or any of those style of harvesters, I won't touch the harvester contract with the 10-foot pole. But because I got the Ropa as one of the contracts, it was for either red beets or sugar beets, one of the two. I knocked out, oh geez, it must have been like $70,000 or $80,000 worth of contracts with that machine. And with that, I ended up having to refuel it. And that's how much I used it. It was probably close to 10 hours worth of use I got out of it. I did contracts. One of the first streams I did was, I think it was the very first stream I did. It was a lot of the root vegetable contract. And then the following day I did not stream it. And I knocked out a whole bunch more because vegetable harvesting is kind of rough to view because it is a slow process. But I had a lot of other things going on. I had some corn and sorghum harvesting, sunflower harvesting going on at the same time, so I was doing a lot of bouncing around. And again, that was one of the reasons why I, excuse me, took the mod where you can have as many contracts as you want queued up. So I had a corn harvester all going. I had another harvester that I did for soybeans. I had another harvester for sunflowers. So I had 3 different harvesters going at the same time, and I used those trailers not only for the those grain contracts, but also I borrowed from Peter to borrow for Paul, and use them on the vegetable harvest so that I can make sure to collect every scrap of vegetable I could. And made a lot of money doing that. And I really don't want to do that again this harvesting season. I do enough of that on my main game where I harvest anywhere between 36 and 40 acres of root vegetables. And that's just for red beets, parsnips, and carrots. And if potatoes or sugar beets come up from, well, the no longer owned by David or Katie or Walter or Ben, since I have purchased all of the fields on that map, I was doing their contracts as well, so I was making a boatload of money on that map just from the root vegetables. And then the Mrs. Hobby Corner just showed up doing her thing. Go ahead and fold this up and we'll head on over to the next field.
I need the calendar.
No, I can't drive. Doing 2 things at once. So that's actually across from my farm. I'm live streaming. It's all good.
Have you let it in?
Alrighty. Get around this corner and... Oh. Well, shoot. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. Super strength. Let's go ahead and turn that back off. I have it for a reason. In fact, I still need it turned on for when I do the lumber stuff, so it's not like I'm not supposed to use it. Just, yeah, it's just something I haven't turned on yet today. so oh, it's on the other side. We'll take the bridge here. Nope. Come on, back up. I'm sure this field's gonna be planted soon enough. Yeah, it's this green guy right here. Go ahead and get this unfolded. Yeah, like I said, basically everything in this corner, so fields 1 through 21, I do want to own. Okay, we got our contract going up, so that is good. That is good. So we will zip up around the corner here and try to take out the tree. Try not to. One of the two. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Reserve for contract work. Get our line back on. I know some people don't like having the lines up. I prefer to have them on. I like knowing where I've gone, where I've been. One of the things that I'm just going to go ahead and stop here and just show you guys. If you take a look to the left, you see the one pale white line over there. If it's a pale white line, that means you've already traveled down that road and activated the course for it. The brighter white lines means that you have not done that. So, just one little tidbit of information there for you guys to all to learn. If you ever want to know where you've been in a field, just go ahead and bring up your grid line. Deactivate it if you're currently on a track. I mean, you're going to hold solid for a little while, and you can tell where you've been and where you need to go. Yeah, I missed a few weeds there, but contracts don't care about that because you end up generally leaving a good section of a final pass as unfinished. 99, 100. We'll go ahead and we'll stop here at the approach to the road. Okay. Excuse me again. Good grief. Okay, so that was a 27. I know we did it for that field there, so. Or 79. Let's go ahead and select those two. Go back over here. And we got another weeding way up north. We got to take a different route to get there. But that'll be easy enough. We'll go ahead and take that contract. Yeah, today is... oh. Okay, fine. You guys are there. I will skirt around you. I don't care or know of why you're waiting. Yeah, I'm going to destroy buildings. Oh, wait, they don't get destroyed. We got to clear the area for those cars to clear out, so... AI on this map is horrible. I say it once, I repeat it again and again and again. It's horrible. They get stuck easy. They stop for unknown reasons. I mean, that was a pedestrian crosswalk, so they stopped for pedestrians. But then they never start back up again. Or not never. On occasion, they don't start back up again. So it's kind of frustrating having to be behind them. Yeah, I know I'm a slower vehicle, but I'm going to do everything I can to pass them. Just like cars, there's no stop signs here. Not that they ever worried about stop signs, but you could be in the middle of the intersection and they will still try to cut you off. That's how bad they are. I've had several mowing contracts, so just like that idiot, where I use the Macdon mower and get stuck on these bridges because AI, in their infinite wisdom, decides that they need to hog the road or try to pass somebody at the same time. So then it just plugs up all traffic. Okay, we take this intersection coming up here on the left. Slow down for this because it's kind of a... This is a bumpy road. Yeah, I know it's dirt, two-lane or two-wheel dirt paths going through all of this stuff. But good grief, the roads are rough. Super duper rough. We will go down to, it doesn't really matter which end we start. This one I believe is closer. And just because I can, I'm going to go to the top side. Go ahead and get this guy unfolded. It takes a minute. We'll get the track set up. And our speed is slowed down because of this gigantic hill. Normally I don't do headlands, but if I would have went to the far end and started, I would have been able to avoid doing the headland here, but it's all good. I take that back. I do headlands when it's my own property. I don't do headlands when it's contracts. Unless a contract warrants having to go back through and collect a final little bit. Like, you sit there. I had one contract on this map that I was weeding. Yeah, it was. I was using a rotary hoe. I had to hit. Yeah, they say 100% of the field. I think if I would have actually completed it, the number would have been about 105%. Because I had to get every speck of grass weeded out there. It was... I'm just like, where am I going to get the last 1 or 2% because there's nothing left to cover on this field. Oh, it was a fertilizing contract. That's what it was. And it's just like, I went around the field and I know I wasted an additional 500 liters of fertilizer for it. Just because it did not tick over like it was supposed to. And there was, you look at the map, it was all, said it was all fertilized. Except for like the tiniest of pixels on the map. It was bad. But it was only the one time on the one field. I forget which field it was. It was I think it was like this field right here. Yeah, come to yeah, it was this field here, and I had like a little speck right there, a little speck right there. Yeah, it was bad. In order to get the 100% of the field coverage, you had to get 100% of the field covered. And I was sweating bullets trying to figure out if I was going to be able to complete it because of that. And we turn. Do a little do-si-do. Here we go loop-de-loo, and that's all we're doing is loop-de-loopies. %, and 2 passes left, and possibly a headland to cover on each end. But, I mean, these are long passes, so we should be good. This Steyer's getting a workout today. The Steyr 6200 Absolute CVT. There I am with my shades and my my do-rag. Just farming away. And zip the corner, last pass, and the struggle bus up the hill. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. The little tractor that could. Although this is a medium-sized tractor, and it's the Steyr is actually a good tractor. I've used it a lot on these weeding contracts. And they throw it out there quite a bit. Alright, 96, 99, and done. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll fold this bad boy up. And just to cruise here, I mean, that field's got a weed or two in it. I don't know if I weeded that last month. I maybe have, maybe not. That field is nothing but weeds, and yeah. Large weeds, it's going to have to be cultivated before you really do anything, unless you direct drill. Okay. So, we just got done with that field there, field 82. Oh yeah, that was, I did that field last month. Or maybe it was April 1st and early in the morning. That might have been what it was. Okay, so that is down by the BGA. We'll go ahead and take that guy. And go ahead and set the Z-old cruise control. Going downhill, so we should be saving on gas. And jump across the field here, because I dislike these dirt roads. I mean, I grew up on dirt roads. I did thousands and thousands of miles of traveling on dirt roads. I drove on them for many years. I've never seen a dirt road that bad. Never. Yeah, we had sections that got ruts due to standing water, and we'd drive through it and make the ruts, but as long as you didn't travel on that and you were able to let the water stand and set, everything kind of restabilized after time. So to the BGA we go. We gotta go downtown first, right? And I'm gonna drive on the wrong side of the road because I'm trying to avoid that car there. That tree and this tree right here will get you if you're not careful. I've been gotten more than once. I've sent AI down on this road to do a contract. 5 minutes later, come to find out they're stuck on one of those trees. So then you gotta straighten them out. Waste all the money for hiring AI. Frustrating. Ooh, back-to-back cars. Okay, so we'll just follow this road down past the left. I'll bring up the mini map here so we can figure out what field we're going to. So I could have taken the other way. Oh, what the bloody blue blazes! Not paying attention. Something. I've done so many different weeding contracts, I don't know what fields I've done so far. Cruise is set yet again. And while we're just chilling here behind the wheel of the tractor, you know, scroll social media for a hot second. Zip. I really hope this is the last weeding contract I gotta do for a little while. Not that I don't mind doing the weeding contracts, it's just I really would like to do different contracts. The ones that are available, fertilizing, like I said, I lose money on those. Stone picking, yeah, I could do that one. It's going to cost most of the profit from that stone picker contract. I mean, I'll make, you know, $500. Yeah, it's $500 is $500, but I can do that. And I have done a lot of those contracts. It's just, yeah, let's shoot there. Here in a second, I'm going to bump up the speed of time. Just go ahead and take that up. Just kind of speed things up, at least till 1 o'clock. That seems to be about a good time when new sales hit the page. I do have enough money to buy a decent harvester. I have a lot of money to buy a mower. The field I got does not warrant a Big M mower or the John Deere X9 or New Holland CR11s. There's no reason for those pieces of equipment to show up. And contract done, raise, fold. So just because we can, I'm going to take the road over, and we'll just park over by the farm. I've got a little bit of a Fallout 4 vibe going on with this creek. Either those are nests of mirelurk eggs or those are brain fungus. Even though I know they're small weeds. But don't they resemble those? You know, just a little resemblance? A little bit. I mean, mirelurks do love the water. Brain fungus loves the wet, damp environments. I mean, just saying. Just saying. Okay, we'll shut that guy off. Let's check the firewood production here. Where are we sitting at? We're sitting at 11th thou. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, for goodness sakes, 2 more. I mean, I've got the equipment. We'll make another 7 grand here. I'm not doing... That is ridiculous. That's all I'm going to say about that. That is absolute garbage. Hot garbage ridiculous. Okay. So we can go ahead and collect on 24. And I got a header trailer. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy because, oh, it's blue. It's set up for a 35-foot head. I'm going to buy this because, do I need a spare wheel? No. I don't want that black. Just because I need to, let's bump that back down to one speed. Because I have 2 headers, excuse me, I know, let's go up here, let's go to combinations, and this is telling me the Nardi N40BX, which is a larger header, I believe, than this. This is the 60-35. Let's find the 60-35. Okay, so that's... Okay, so this could be a situation where this is the one I need, but this is the one that's on the sell page. This one may work for my two headers. And it was a 60-35. And the rules I have for this player are firm but flexible. Let's just put it that way. Firm as in I am not leasing any equipment. I am not taking out any loans. I am not buying all of these items and then selling them for a profit. However, this is where the flexibility comes in. Originally, when I bought a baler, the one that came up was this one. So it's like, okay, cool. I bought it on sale. Whoop-de-doo, yay. Cool, I got a baler. 275 horsepower. That's not bad. Okay. Later on, and this was back in like January or February time frame, just a couple months ago. This one came on sale. 245 horsepower, which is the top end of my Fendt tractor. So, yes, I did a flip. I sold the Fendt baler, but I used the money to buy the Krone. Yeah, I made $5,000, $6,000, something like that. That's the type of thing where I believe doing the flips is going to help me. And as a caveat, so I think I might play it where I buy this guy, and if it suits my needs, great. I'll use it. I don't care about the paint job. I can take that to the market there. I got to fix it anyway. If it works, it's going to be primo, beautiful. I will be a happy camper because I really was needing one of these, and it was a piece of equipment that I thought I might have to buy. Kind of like, let's go up to the tractor loader stuff. How many of these have you seen come through on the sell page? This is an item that I bought. I bought the bucket for it too. And I'm not afraid of doing that because these are so far and few between that it warranted me buying it through the new section. So I have actually there are certain things that you're going to have to buy. You got to buy the seeds. You've got to buy the fertilizer. You've got to buy certain things. The bell wrap. But a loader attachment, I warranted it as I needed to. It came with the tractor. Since I got a tractor, then I bought this right with it. So that's how I did that one. And I want to say the other people that I've seen do this also have done the same thing because they're so far and few between that you really do need those. Mowers, on the other hand, those come up quite a bit more often. The harvesters, things like that. But back to the header trailer. If this one doesn't work out, then because it was the one that they wanted me to have is this one here, the 40BX, if I remember right, for that header. Yeah, the 40BX. And then I have, oh wait, we got to go to the corn headers. I have this one as well. If we go customize, it's the 40BX. So I think this is a trailer for a 40-foot. If the numbers serve me correctly, uh, 40 is the length of header that can go on it, the maximum length. So with this one here, the N60-35, the one that we just bought, it where the front hump is for the pivot point on the wheels are, this should work out. It really should. And if it doesn't, I'm going to warrant it as an exchange program where I buy the one I need. So that's how I'm going to play that. And we'll go up and take a look at it. My corn header is still up there at the store, and I still got to drag this over and get it repaired, maybe repainted, because the and we'll just go ahead and clear these out for a hot second. The bug that you can repair and repaint for free is still there. I know Giants has got to be working on that. Okay, we'll just keep clearing these out because I don't want to sell yet. One of the things I wanted to look at also while I was here was the price of firewood. And the reason why I'm going this way instead of straight out is, excuse me, that's my firewood sell point. So let's take a look at, and this is where I grab the mouse instead of using my controller because it's faster to go through there. Okay, sells for $311. I can hold off waiting. You know, I've got time. And we gotta go, just go ahead and go back. Okay, we gotta go up to field 32. We're on the way. Yeah, I gotta start this guy up. Okay. And that's up behind the market. Koki Express. So, is it on this road here? No. This road. So yeah, that's what I think. That's it. That's what I think I'll do for the specialty items, and that's a specialty item. And those ones are also rare to come through the market. Yes, I have seen them, but like the front end loaders, those are even more rare. And I think I have to go around this way to get there. So if it doesn't work out, I will trade it in and I will buy the one I need. Yeah, it's a downgrade. I'm going to be spending less money, so I'll get a little money back. But I don't think it's going to hurt the style of gameplay because we did buy a header trailer. It's a low money item. So I think that'll warrant a little bit of a rule bending. Now, for plowing, I have this guy right here. Okay, I bought that on the used market. If this were to ever come up in the market, I'm absolutely buying this and selling the other one because the plowing goes so much better with that lizard subsoiler than it does with the standard plow. You get the same benefits from it. The plowed state is no longer there, but I am not trading that type of equipment because that is a totally different brand of machinery. I'm not going to do that. But the header trailer I will. If something's going to suit me better in the market that comes up, I will definitely do that and sell the one that it's replacing. I think that's a great warrant for things. It's not technically a flip because I needed a baler. It is. I bought one that's better suited for my purposes. But again, that was all through the used market. I'm not buying it brand new. Half a dozen more passes here, and then this contract will be done. And then it'll be on to the next one. Today is a weeding day. Hopefully April showers bring May farm equipment. I brought one piece. I did enough weeding contracts that it was paid for, so I'm just waiting on another piece. Let's go ahead and bump up time here. Let's take it, let's go to 10. I finally figured out how to adjust time on this without having to go into the menu options. So that's a good thing. When you're playing with controller as your main mode of operation with the keyboard as standby on your PC, you're able to switch between the two different modes of control. So to be able to use the keyboard to adjust your time setting so that you can speed up time a little bit or slow it down, whatever it is. That worked out pretty well. Okay. I know I missed a little bit there, but we should be good. And let's go ahead and hit this corner here. We'll take that guy, and we should be done here in just a few seconds. Okay. I'm trying to find my way out of here. Is nigh impossible because I don't own any of this. So I tend to cut across a lot of fields. Okay, no one coming behind me. Let's get onto the road, merge. Oh, and then we, yeah, I turned the blinker on a little late. Excuse me. Oh, it's that road there. Okay. Where am I going? I have no idea. Is that annoying anybody yet? Okay, let's turn it off. Okay, we got this field here. And this is freshly planted. I wonder what it's planted to. Yeah, it's planted to soybeans. Good, a nice crop there. I've got the two pieces of equipment that'll harvest all the grains basically. And you're supposed to drop, not stay up. Okay, that's going up. While we're here, let's go ahead and we'll clear out that one. Go ahead and take that hoeing contract. I mean, just as well, we've got this piece of equipment used. We're going to give it back with a crap ton of hours. It'd be funny if the hoeing contract was for the field that's white behind us. And we zip over it and, oh, we get a percentage here. Oh, we get a percentage there. That would kind of be funny. But I can about guarantee it's not. but it's not that far away. Field 33. Okay. And we got the struggle bus going up the hill. And the nice thing about this river, if anybody plays on Pallegney, you can cross it with your tractors. And it doesn't destroy your tractors or cause them to have to go to the maintenance shop for repair, which means a total reset. So, if you're ever in a position where you need to do a field that's across the river, jump the river. Do a little bit of fording action going. They're shallow enough. You can still go up there with a trailer to get water if you need it for, say, you're running greenhouses. It is deep enough for a trailer to get a transport trailer to get water, but it is not deep enough to break your equipment. I know there's probably a few people asking why I don't have greenhouses yet. Well, my main game, I'm running 6 greenhouses and a open air greenhouse. That's a mod. One of the other 6 greenhouses is a mod as well. Everything else is base game for when it comes to those. I do a lot of that production. I'm trying to stay away from as many productions as possible. Yeah, I've got 2 sawmills and a firewood production going on. That's warranted because the piece of property I bought had trees on it. So I'm trying to avoid those types of productions until I get, like, if I'm going to go cattle or sheep or, any sort of a livestock animal, chickens, goats, any of those. If I do branch out that way, if I get a mower for doing the grassland that I got, then I may jump into doing any of the livestock. If I get the oats, oats is not something that I can give to chickens, but at the time that was about the only small grain I could plant. And it may be, that field goes dead because I don't get a harvester. It may be my rice or my grass field lays dormant because I don't get a mower. So I'm kind of playing 2 different games there, and trying to start a cattle production or goats or any of that type of stuff without the proper setup for it is going to be detrimental to the farm, because I don't have the facilities to get the required items for that. Hay is for all the livestock type stuff, wheat, barley, sorghum. Those are needed for the chickens. There's another one. I can't think of the name of it. And if I don't get anything for those productions, I can't do them. And like I said, I could go the greenhouse route. I could buy a greenhouse. I could make a crap ton of money doing that. But I am just avoiding that for the simple fact that it's not the game I want to play at the moment. Because doing a greenhouse, yeah, It's going to give me the passive income. Granted, I've got the lumber production going, but the lumber production is only lasting until I get my lot cleared. And it could be 3 seasons, 5 seasons, however long it is. I could build, spend 150,000 and buy another larger sawmill that can do the productions faster, which could be a possibility. And that would allow me to expand my lot, and that's definitely an option. But like I said, once that lot's cleared, that's the end of the wood production. So until we can figure out where we're gonna go. Oh, dag blasted, I gotta turn around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lost on this bloody French map. Turn around. The AI cars are such a bloody flippin' joke, and I wanna turn them off. Okay, now we're back to the location we need to go. Cars coming. I'm going to go ahead and start my unfolding operation here. Shut down the map. And start on the other side because that's the direction of travel for the grid lines. Alrighty. So, anybody that's using a rotary hoe, that's what these are. Yes, they... Oh my gosh, he said a bad word. These are called rotary hoes. They look like a hoe, but they spin, so that's where the rotary comes in. When you're operating these, and this is for new people, and I'm sure the older generation that has played this game and many others can attest to, operation forward. There's my 1%, so weeds are going up. Alright, there's 2. I'm going to back up here. I'm just going to back up. I'm just backing up. The percentage is not going up because the hose operation is designed to work in the frontward direction. There's the 3%. So keep that in mind when you put this onto your vehicle. Don't get cute and fancy by putting it on the front because it won't work while you're trying to do something else on the back, say fertilize at the same time, or whatever it is. It can only be back mounted, and it only works in the forward direction. So just something for you to know. Little tidbit of information. I do like giving those out. Alright. So we're up to 11%. Do a little spinaroo action. Spinaroony. Okay, just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and check the hoeing contracts. Weeding, we can get that one done. I did that one a hot minute ago. Check for other weeding / hoeing contracts. None. Okay, good. Our time frame is 10. We still don't have anything in the used sale market. May's coming around the corner. I really need a mower. I got 1 day left in the month of April. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. I think when I'm done with this contract, yeah, I got it on 10 speed. Nothing else has come up for those contracts, and we'll just kind of zip around that. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Collisions are turned off for things like that. These single tower poles. they're turned off, which is good. So good that the mod author for this map turned them off, because they're kind of all over. Yeah, there's some bigger ones over that direction where it's the four-posted tower with that hold, you know, like 6 or 8 different power lines. I have not checked to see if you can run into those. I don't want to know. That one's solid, but the ones in the field appear that the collisions are turned off. Okay, turn the speed back on, cruise control. For those that are new, still looking to learn, up top left group section of my screen, you have what's the control group. So if you press Y, you can switch between. I got the front weight here, I got the back implement, and I got the tractor. So you can operate any one of those items. As soon as I make the corner here, I will demonstrate the next thing. Just gonna go ahead and make the corner, get set up on the line. Okay, so because I use a controller, we got the left button, which allows me to press A to fold the weeder, B to lift the weeder, right stick to raise or lower the 3-point attachment system on the back, so I can adjust the height of it, and to toggle the map view, which is going to be left hat pushing straight down on it. Bring those up and down. And as soon as I make the corner here, I'm going to get set up on the next line. If you hold the right bumper, then we can stop the engine and honk with A. Okay. Now, once I get relined up here, let's go ahead and line up on that. If I hold both the left and right bumpers, now I can turn on and off my cruise control by pushing B. My cruise control is off. I can turn it on again and then use the left joystick to adjust my speed to where, you know, I'm doing a slow crawl or as fast as the implement will go. So that's controls. And even if for the cruise control, if you're driving down the road, okay, let's turn the cruise control back on. I've got her maxed out as far as I can tell. Okay, let's hit the corner. So if you ever get stuck on figuring out what you need to do, take a look at the little grouping of items in the top left there. I got the tractor and I got the implement on the front and implement on the back. Make sure you're selected on the correct one. That's starting position 1, I would say. What you need to check for. If something's not working right, make sure you're on the correct thing. And then cycle through your left and right bumpers. Combination of both of them being on at the same time too. Hold them both down. Go ahead and do your search through there to see if you can figure out what you need to operate. I would say 85% of the time that's the option that you can do. The other thing you can do is, I'm just going to go ahead and stop right here for a quick second. We'll go into our settings. So if we go to controls, we got the key 1 bindings for everything using a keyboard. Key 2 bindings if you have a side control pad, which I do not have. That's my guess. It could be like a Steam Deck, things like that. You have your mouse control for looking around, and lots of different options here that you can scroll through. Okay. And then let's get back up to the top, just because I'm particular like that. Go one more. We got the gamepad input, which is my controller. Could be a steering wheel, you know. Could be a couple of different joysticks. One joystick, two joysticks, things like that. Search through here to see if you can figure out what you're looking for. Say, for instance, you have a 3-point attachment for hooking up to logs with a winch. There are other options in here that you can possibly look through to see if you can figure out how to operate the item. This here will give you a lot of the different controls. Reset bell counter. Yes, it is shown in the top left menu on the screen. But like the blinkers. Say I want to turn my blinker on. Well, there's no option if I hold my right button. But right button in combination with the D-pad left and right. Let's see if it shows anything there. There's my right blinker. I'm going to go left. There's my left blinker. Now they're off. If I want my headlights on, I hold down the right bumper again and press B. It turns the front lights on. Next set of lights for the back. And then work lights. And you find that out, you know, going through the settings options for figuring out what you need to do. So just a little tidbit of information there again. Don't be afraid to go into your settings and look through and try to figure out what you need to do for doing a certain action. That's what it's there for. You know, I didn't get an instruction manual for this game. I only started playing on FS25. So I have to learn every one of the controls myself. You know, a lot of it is, you know, you smash buttons and figure out what something does. Hopefully you don't injure your controller in the process, or your mouse and keyboard, or any of that stuff. Field service pickup. I don't need that. Contract finished. Raise, fold, all the goodies. Okay. And again, we're just going to go ahead and park this at the end of the field. I won't take it back to the farm. And left trigger to brake, right trigger for gas. That's pretty standard amongst all the stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and kill that. Just take a look here again. Go back to the farm. Did I feed you this morning? No, I was a bad owner. There you go, Romeo. Romeo roaming the countryside. Alright. We will go ahead and... Our time is set to 10. We are trucking along pretty good. I am not too worried about any of the remaining contracts at the moment. Let's go ahead and complete 33. Just holding off on that one because that is what my equipment's rented through. Oh, one of the things I do want to look at is my wood productions here. I've got 10.5 on this one and 65 on that one, so that'll last until tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about it too much tonight. We'll go ahead and sleep until morning. And stay hydrated, folks. Okay, what do we got? What is that? Is that what I think it is? Take time down. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a tractor. And I don't need the flex draper. Although it would be nice. You know, because I do believe, and this is the Case IH version, it is also a 45 footer, which I do not need. Yeah, I know I can get it as a steel for 66,000. This tractor here, it's a class Axion 960 920. I just want to look. Is it medium or large? It's this one here, the 960 920. It is a large tractor. It goes up to 445 horses. And this one's set up as the 920. It's the 960 Axion. See, this one doesn't have any thin wheels. I mean, it'd be nice to get a $206,000. Oh, that's $950. Excuse me, $163,000. Be nice to get a larger tractor. It's the Evian 450 or the Lexion 6900. I would prefer any one of these five. This one here to save money for the Massey. Then the rest of them, that'd be 150,000 ish. But I'm waiting for that mower. I'm waiting on that mower. Okay, let's take a look at the contracts, see what we got. Oh my word, this is why using the rotary hoe, which we got, and then this one's right beside us. And if the rotary hoe does not work for this, I do have that weeder, so we will be good there. Gentlemen, start your engines. Oh wait, I'm hitting the wrong button there. There we go. That $14,000 contract's going to look great in the old bank account. It's going to look mighty fine. I'm going to get the I think I'm going to do that one first, just to get it out of the way, because it's not that bad of a trek to get up there. But like I said, it's going to take a hot minute for me to get that one done. You gonna speed up, or am I gonna have to bump draft? See, and then they do that. I've never seen more temperamental flippin' drivers. Must be because they're French. That's the only thing I can think of. They don't care about the other people. They don't care about the farmers. Last fall, I did the plowing contract on this field. Oh my gosh, it took forever. Let's get in the field. Well, just because I'm down here, I'm going to work my way up to the top of the field. That way it's going to be easier. Instead of trying to go uphill most of it, I'm going to be going downhill. I'm just going to work this all the way up to the top. Yeah, like I said, I don't normally do headlands, but I want to be able to start completing the job as fast as possible. And I'm going to work my way down to that point that we just came from. And the straight lines should start at the top of this field, at the north end. Yeah, it's a little bit of a trek with this little guy. This Steyr, it is a good tractor. I will say that. I do like it. But when they do that, they kind of tend to give you the lowest horsepower available. So going up hills a lot tend to bog it down. And we'll just go ahead and get straightened out. And see, all my lines are straight here. And I'm working downhill. So all of my turns will be going downhill, so I'm not struggling to make the turn. So there kind of is a method to the madness when you're doing some field work. Alright, we'll make the corner here. Lock on to the cruise. Alright. 30% done. Oh, that plowing contract I did was 7 miles per hour or slower. It took me well over an hour, probably closer to 2 hours to get this field done. And I was using a fairly large plow too. I think it was the biggest one out there, the big blue one. Yeah, it was one of these two, if I remember right. Because it had the back. Yeah, it was this one here because it had the back folding segment on it. That went with it. That was in the dark as well. It was raining. And I started at the very bottom of the field, working my way uphill. So I had everything against me on that plowing contract. But I got it done. And it was another one of those, I think it was worth $26,000 for the plowing contract. So that was some good money. What is in this field too? We'll take a look on the way back. we'll hop into the map and see what crop is in this field. Because this is a grain crop. Okay, we got canola in here. No, it's not canola. It's spinach. It is a leafy vegetable crop, one that I do not want to harvest. Getting close to halfway done. Just ticked over 40. %. Turn, baby, turn. Disco Inferno. Or is it Steyr Inferno? It's a Steyr Inferno. And we got the glitchy train. Trains are still broken on every map, as far as I know. You can rent the train on this map. I have yet to do so. Oh wait, I totally forgot. I've got crop in my grain silo. I've got some corn. Okay, I'm coming up to July when I can sell that. That'll be some nice money coming in. 6,500 liters. So I'm looking at 3,000 bucks. Give or take a little bit. If I really wanted to, I could do a multi-grain production where I take that corn and take it to that production and I can sell it and make tortillas. Which would, that would give me a little bit of cash, but just for one item right now, it's not worth it. For me to sell that right now as well, when I did the harvest for it, that was back in October, November time frame when the price was at the lowest. I could have sold it in December there, but it's not hurting nothing. I do have a multi-grain silo or multi-fruit silo on my farm, and that's just chilling in there, and it's just going to stay chilling until I figure out what I need to do with it. Like I said, I could sell it. That's the only thing I could sell. When I started in August, yeah, I think I did some canola, did some barley. I think it might have been too late for those crops, I forget. Because barley is September, actually June, July, so yeah, I missed a lot of those types of grains. So those contracts will be coming up this summer, fall time. So I'll be able to do oats, I'll be able to do the wheat, the barley, the canola. I'll be able to get into those harvests and make some more money if I do that. If I had my own harvester, I could definitely do those. I could come up here and knock this field out. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. I may need to look in the sell page for another trailer, which I have not seen. There might have been one that popped up, but I think that was more dedicated to the manure slash slurry side of things. I have not seen anything like the power tube, which would be an amazing trailer to have. You know, this Brantner power tube. That'd be one to have. That thing will hold 46,000 liters. So I could definitely store a lot. My Friedel Fliegel, this thing's I've got set up for 29.5. It will do, see, yeah, like I said, this is set up for a manure spreader as well, but I've got it as standard. So I can definitely hold any type of crop with it, for the most part. Just take it, yeah, it's got, it'll hold everything. So that was a good purchase that I did there. I've got the 2 tractors that'll pull things, so if I ever get a second trailer, I can do that along with the combine coming up and doing the harvest. But at the point, it's like, what's the point of having 2 trailers and no type of vehicle to throw things into that trailer, if you know what I mean? Need the harvester. Need the mower. We're up to 63%. We're, like I said, we're on the downhill path. Always have been since we started. We've been able to maintain the 15 mile per hour for the most part. I am going to take it up to 5 speed. Kind of tick time off. And we'll hit the contracts real quick. Yep, we're pretty much done there. Excuse me. Deadwood contract, nope. I've got enough wood production of my own, thank you very much. If you ever do these types of contracts or types of gameplays where it's like the used market only and you don't have a starting farm, I started this with $100,000, so I had a little bit of cash coming here. And one of the mods that you want is called Sleep at Will, which I have deactivated since I have my farmstead set up, my house. There's also a couple of other mods for like the hobo house shack mod or something like that. That's a good viable one that they're fairly cheap to get built. There's a tent as well in there. You'll definitely want to have one of those types of mods to start off. That way, you don't have to fast forward time through the night and stand somewhere in the middle of town or something, waiting for daylight to show so that you can continue on with the day or whatever. Those are good mods to have. I have another game playthrough where I'm a lumberjack on Riverbend Springs. It's the base game map, but that's all I do is lumber. I don't do any of these contracts. And again, I started off on that map with $100,000. Bought a pickup, bought a plot of land, bought a initial sawmill after doing some contracts. Bought a few things so that I can proceed on that map, and then as the years have ticked by, and that was I set that one up as a 1 day a month style. I've gotten to the point where I'm making $100,000 a month from my wood productions, but I've got to feed all those productions. I've got a small sawmill. That's the base game version. That's in the little metal gazebo style shack. I've got a medium sawmill that is a mod. Then I bought a small sawmill that is a mod as well. But that one, the small sawmill, does prefab walls. So it's got a few other productions in it. And then I bought the industrial sawmill, which does just the base 3, but it also gives you wood chips. So with those 4, plus a firewood production, so I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 5 different productions going just for wood on that map, and every month I'm making $100,000, and that's on hard economy as well. This play I'm doing on hard economy as well, so it's a bit more challenging. That lumberjack game that I've got going on, I actually have purchased 3 additional fields, all on the southeast side of the map. 2 of the fields are planted to poplar because the intent is to grow into the modded sawmills that use wood chips as a production fuel source. So it basically does OSB type lumber. And then I bought the dog bone shaped field at the very bottom of the map. I forget what the number is. I turned that one into grassland just as a byproduct, secondary byproduct every other month for harvesting grass. But it's being slowly terraformed into a forest. Every other month, as I do things, I'm going to plant more and more trees. Right now, I've got probably close to 400 trees just outlining that field. And when it's all said and done, that entire section of land is going to be nothing but trees, and it is going to be American elms, it's going to be box elders, it's going to be oaks, and lodgepole pines. So I've got 4 different trees being planted in strips on that, so that I can go and I wanted something that had a variety. I didn't want it too long of a growing period, so it ranges from 2 years up to 4 for the different tree growing stages. So I'm looking forward to. I just planted a whole bunch of them here in the last month or two. I planted it 1 month after I planted the grass. And the grass I just harvested the first time. So it's got 2 months of, they're on their second month of growing. So yeah, in 2 to 4 years, I'll have a steady source of wood coming in from that production. And I do plan on, like I said, slowly expanding that field to where it's 100% populated with trees. And then there's a field 77 down there that's right across the road from it, that when I get the money, I'm going to end up doing the same thing with that one. I'm going to plant that one to grass just as that secondary source of income for it. And once the trees are on there, the grass is there just to give it a semblance of a forest floor. I didn't want weeds growing in there. I didn't want it being bare dirt. I didn't want to do any of the landscaping in it to turn it to dirt and then plant grass in there. I just didn't want to do that type of thing. So when things are going along, probably in the next season year, that field's going to be done the same way. And look at that, we're up to 97%. Just jabbering away. Just tap it in. Contract done. Okay. Just kind of go across the road here. Let this unit fold up. Then we got to go over to our farm. And because I have crop destruction turned on, I do want to show you something real quick in the map. So, last month, it was in March 1st, we had a little incident. We had a tornado roll through. Started about right here over top of the Vogus agriculture. Just went through field 44, and then took out 38. 39 was barren at the time. They just planted that. So yeah, they took out a lot. That's the first tornado I've had on any one of my maps. Of course, this is the first map that I've had crop destruction and inclement weather turned on. So yeah, but I just got to remember, don't drive in my fields because of crop destruction. But I will drive in the neighbors. What was this field planted to? Something that I didn't care about. And we got to go over to field 9, which we can take this access road right here. Just go ahead and get this unfolded. This is 10. This one is 9. Go ahead and take this down. And this should start ticking up. There we go. Got it. Normally, if this does not tick up for weeding contracts, it's because the growth stage of the crop that's planted in here is too tall for this weeder, this rotary hoe. But what happens is, since this rotary hoe is designed for weeds that are small and medium, the contract will state, it's for, go ahead, and it'll give you this rotary hoe for those contracts. You go and check the field out, you're walking through it, and it says that the weeds are small and medium. So you're just like, okay, but the crop itself is too tall, so it doesn't work. And this is the only implement that does small and medium weeds. So when that happens, you can't collect the contract, so you just have to cancel it. Which means the farmer in the next month is going to have to, or that maybe that month, is going to have to send out a contract for spraying for herbicide. And herbicide spraying contracts are hit and miss. I have done so many across this game and my main, where I even bought the stuff. I buy the herbicide, and I go and spray, and it's not counting up the percentage of being done. I'm using the herbicide, but it's not counting it for completion. So you end up having to cancel it, and you're wasting money, wasting time, and it's carried over to this map. So spraying contracts are basically nope, not don't even touch them. And I just got to remember that I need to get that fertilizing contract done on my oat field. Or not contract, I need to do fertilizing on my oat field, which means I need to... I think I need... No, I should have fertilizer at the farm. I brought that all back from the shop, so I got to do that real quick. But I need to use the JCB for that, because it's got the narrow tires on, so because of crop destruction. So yeah, let's just check this out. We got another weeding contract. Good grief. We'll select this one as well, just because. We'll get rid of this one here, just because. We'll go here, check that out, just because. $14,800. Oh yes, we're gonna be sitting pretty for money when a harvester comes up. And then I'm just going to go ahead and park this here for the time being. We'll just kill it. And then what's hooked up to the JCB? I've got a trailer for something. Trailers for sale or rent. And then there's the breed all spreader. And I think I need to empty it out. And there's my fertilizer back there behind the header. Yep, and I do need to empty this out, so I'm just going to go ahead and right bumper Y, and that'll empty out. And I got, one pallet, which it kind of infuriated me that I needed to spend money. Okay, so let's refill. Solid fertilizer, I don't know if I have enough. I got 1,000 liters. I've got... See, and that's the reason why I have herbicide here. Because of a herbicide spraying contract. Let's go ahead and put this over here with my stuff. 1,000 liters should be enough, because the fertilizer does not get used up as much as... let me just run over a section of field here, see if it did anything. No. Okay, it doesn't... The fertilizer doesn't run out as fast as the lime. And I want steering assist on. 1 row, okay. Do a little zoom out here, and a pass down and back, it looks like. We'll consult the map here. Let's go to here. Okay, so it's working good there. I got just a little bit, but I ain't gonna worry about that little spot. That's like 2 plants. But yeah, I should just be able to go down and back and be done. Okay, we'll step on the gas and we'll go all the way across. Turn that off. And this thing is sharp. I just want to make sure, yep, I got that corner. This is what I wanted to know. Let's go into the map. Okay, it looks like it's covering everything, which is good. So a pass down and back will fertilize my field. I don't have any crops being busted up, which is good. And we'll just double check it. Okay. So yeah, when I did the lime on this field in particular, it took me like 2,025 liters to do the lime, and I am going to hit that one little corner there. I'll just give it a little quick blip, because it bugs me when I leave stuff like that. Okay, that should be good. And I'm wasting stuff. Wasted days and wasted nights. Well, it's because I don't think there's anything planted there, so... Okay. I think, yeah, we'll just be done. We're done. Okay. I don't need to worry about lime anymore, but what I am going to do, because of my paranoia, I don't want my fertilizer to get all caked up, so we'll just go ahead and empty that. And we'll go here. And we did the weeding contract on 9. Then we got a weeding contract on 1. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Oh wait, it's right here. So then 1. Alright, so we can go down the road. And we'll take the dirt road here. Then we'll jump across at the bridge. I'll just put it onto the small square because that's my favorite for the maps when it's just in the tiny corner. I do not like the round map because that one just it rotates, and I want to know what direction is north, south, east, and west. Okay, once we clear these trees, I'm going to go ahead and start the unfolding process. And I'm going to turn in. Go ahead and get this going. Yeah, it's hard to turn down these weeding and hoeing contracts when they're so lucrative, fast, and you use one implement for everything. I'm not sure how many hours was on this equipment when I started it, but it was something else. And how many contracts did we do today? A dozen? I probably did that almost that many the date on the previous month. We're at 20%. We're 19, close enough. 20. There we go. So a pass and a half to complete a fifth of the field. So I'll get down there and we'll be at 40%. Thirty-seven, 37. There we go. Almost 40%. So it wasn't quite the halfway, which is all right. It's all a guessing game for where you are, halfway in the field. It was close. Oh look, I can see my farm from here. Ha ha ha. One of the things I do want to check when I get here and turn around is the weather report. Just want to see something. Okay, sunny day all through the rest of the day. May looks good. June looks good. Little spots of rain here and there. I'm looking for tornadoes and or hail. But May and June look great. About ready to finish off April. Speaking of finish off April, let's bump it up to 15. Sure, we'll do that. So we're at 57% at the end of the field here. 60. %. Oh, it went from 70% or 75% at the end of this row up to 93 now. I just love how this counts. Okay, and we'll we'll take this. That's gonna be fine. 6, 7. Load King, I don't need that trailer. 8, 9, and done. We'll just come on over here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and kill that for the second. Okay, we'll get rid of this weeding contract here. And more of the same. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and pick these. And those ones I'm going to actually work on probably off stream. Get a few things going. Then we'll get to the point where getting ready to jump into the next day. Yep, didn't need that trailer. I mean, it would be amazing, but 75,000 liters. I don't have a tractor. I don't have a semi. I can't remember if I've seen one come up in the sale page here. There is if we go to miscellaneous. This guy right here, we could buy, and this is another one of those kind of specialty type things, where we buy that, we hook it underneath the trailer, and we pull it with the tractor. For 18.5. And we buy this for 17 or 76,000, so we're looking at 95,000 for a trailer setup. Yeah, it could be possible, but no, I'm not going to worry about that. Those types of trailers show up a lot in the sell page. I've seen it. That was the first one that I ever saw pop up, and I want to say I've seen one more since then. But yeah, I got some wood production here that I'm going to be selling, and at the end of the day, I've got a stack set up here, and yeah, that'll be some extra income. So that should take us close to at least 250,000. It's not much, but it is a there's only just the 2 pieces here, and then the firewood I can either sell that or continue on with it. So yeah, that is going to be the day for us here streaming on Pallegney. And I do want to take the time and thank every single one of you that did pop in. Go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe if you feel froggy enough. Comment on the video if you watch it later on. Give me ideas, pointers, things you want me to show you in the game. I will try to do that for you all. and we will catch you later. Bye.